Hey, what's up, Visionaries? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name is Anton, and hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day because we're on track number 3 of our Savage Garden full album reaction, and this is an excerpt of that full album reaction. So if you enjoy this one, definitely check out the top link in the description and check out the entire full album reaction. And so far, man, I am in awe of Darren Hayes' lyricism, lyrical ability, but mostly just his philosophical outlook. He's a, yeah, that dude's a philosopher. He's a deep guy. And it's like back to back. It's like we had Alanis Morissette last month and we have this month. And it's just, I'm impressed. But anyway, before we get into this one, I want to mention to all of you guys that if you have any suggestions for any artist you'd like to see return to the channel, definitely leave them in the Discord. Link down below. It's totally free. Totally free. Takes a couple minutes to set up. After you've set up an account, click the link down below to join the community and leave all your suggestions. Just know I do not take any suggestions from the YouTube comment section. And also, I want to give a big shout out to the Sports Squad. All you guys, thank you very much. Sincerely. Thank you. And to anyone who doesn't know, that's what funds the entire channel. So if you want to help out and yeah, support the channel, definitely consider checking out the link down below if you're interested in joining the supporter squad. And that's where all song requests are. And if you want to check out this full album reaction and all of our full album reactions. And that's it. So let's get into Savage Garden, Truly, Madly, Deeply. Again, poetic. Hard. Different drum beat, percussion style than used to by them.
I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy. I'll be your hope, I'll be your love, be everything that you need. I love you more with every breath, truly, madly, deeply do. I will be strong, I will be faithful, cause I'm counting on a new beginning, a reason for living, a deeper.
His voice is gorgeous here.
Yeah. And I wanna stand with you.
Oh, yo, this is them.
I wanna bathe with you in the sea.
Oh,
I wanna lay like this forever until the sky falls down over me. And when
all right, we have another one. We have to add Truly, Madly, Deeply to the random 90s hits that I never knew exist. I didn't know who they were by, but I loved them every time they came on the radio, and I just never knew who they were by. So this follows, it's going to be me, it's going to be May, by NSYNC, Unwell by Matchbox 20, and I think those are the two ones that this, like, it was like really big. But yeah, man, that's crazy. I was always assuming when this song came on that they were a one-hit wonder, but I'm mistaken because Savage Garden is amazing. But yeah, let's get back into this. Just again, I like this one a bit more lyrically. Like I loved last one, I Want You, but musically this is on par with To the Moon and Back. Loving this one. Love Darren's voice and melody choices in the verses and the chorus. And yeah, Darren's on fire in this one. Just like everything. Again, that attention to detail, melody in the verses, just silky smooth, beautiful, putting a lot of effort into the rhyming schemes and making sure everything feels like there's an attention to detail that, as always, most people miss in the verses. But this is Savage Garden, baby. So he doesn't play around. But let's get back into this. This is such a
and when the stars are shining
beautiful.
brightly in the velvet sky, I'll make a wish, send it to heaven, then make you want to cry. The tears of joy for all the pleasure and the certainty that we're surrounded by the comfort and protection of the highest.
I love the falsetto here. Falsetto.
Stand with you on the mountain. I wanna
love this.
I'll be your hope, I'll be your love, be everything that you need. I'll love you more with every breath, truly, madly, deeply do. I wanna stand with you on a mountain. I wanna bathe with you in the sea. I wanna lay like this forever until the sky falls down over me. And I wanna stand with you on a mountain. I wanna bathe with you in the sea.
Oh,
I want to live like this forever until the sky falls down on me.
so good. Savage Garden, you are the best pop songwriters ever, as with some other great ones like Celine Dion and stuff. But man, Savage Garden, truly, madly, deeply beautiful. Oh, dude, like just the again. Yeah, Darren is something else. Nobody is quite like Darren. And what's interesting is that with this one, you know, they claimed one thing that Darren claimed was he said he was unsure of putting this on the record because he thought it was too personal, too naive. And I kind of get that. Like when you look at the lyrics, like I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy, I'll be your hope, I'll be your love, I'll be everything that you need. It's like it is very poetic. It's very, I guess you could call it naive. But at the same time, it's like if you can make this work, then it's no longer naive. It's just romantic. You know what I mean? And I think that's one thing too, is like, in some respects, it's definitely difficult being romantic, like being this vulnerable, because essentially, like when you're this vulnerable, when you're explaining lyrics like this, like you are really showing your loose tether to reality in some sense. When you're this romantic, when you're this, you know, dreamy and idealistic about love, you are you could say you're setting yourself up to appear weak, to appear naive, to appear naive, you know, like a loss of respect, like a child. Because a lot of people, they will scoff at lyrics like this, or like not even lyrics but feelings. You know, when you feel this deeply, when you get so moved, it's it's lonely. Not many people feel this deeply. Not many people love this deeply, or in this way. You know, not every person opens themselves up to be this vulnerable. And well, some respect, I'm like that. Yep. I literally wrote a song like this 3 years ago, pretty much very similar, you know, very similar. I was in love, and I wrote, a song just like this, literally. Yeah, it was called Heaven and Earth. It was, me pouring my, my heart and my soul into it. And in the moment, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is how I feel. No shame in that. This is honest. This is me." And then I was going to show somebody it, and then all of a sudden, I was just like, "Yeah, I don't know if everyone feels this way." You know. And then it you know, people start to doubt that, like, "Oh, how much do you really know each other?" All that kind of stuff, and it's just kind of like, "Yeah, no, that's the way I feel." I might be dumb, might be naive, might be an idiot. My heart might be crushed many times, like it has, and yeah, and then you can definitely lose it. I've definitely seen as you close yourself off after you are hurt quite a few times. Yeah, you just close yourself off. You start to protect yourself. You start to not believe in love. You start to not believe in happily ever after, stuff like that. And then it's easier to become jaded. It's easier to become a pessimist, or as you would call it after, you'd call it a realist, but really it's a pessimist. And because, now that I know some people who are in their 70s and 80s, and the way they are in their relationships is very very beautiful, because it is in some respect like this. I think where the naivety comes in with this kind of stuff is I think the naivety is expecting someone else to make you happy. I think that's the line. That you know what, actually, I think that is the line. I think the line is where you write all this, you say, I want to, stand with you on a mountain, I want to bathe with you in the sea, I want to lay like this forever. You're essentially saying that you are the key to my happiness, that without you I'm nothing, that ever since you've come into my life, I'm happy, I'm living in a dream, I'm your dream, I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy, I'll be your hope, I'll be your love, be everything that you need. Yeah, that's the thing, be everything that you need. You're setting yourself up for a very codependent relationship, where you're both feeling like the other is the lock and key to your happiness, to your heart, to life in some sense. And usually, and I think that's it, usually those that write songs like this have not found a sense of love for themselves yet, and they're writing this. It's so romantic, it's so beautiful, because they're like, oh, once I find someone to love me, then I'll love myself, then I'll be happy, then I'll be living my fantasy. And yeah, they're putting all of that weight onto another person, and all the chemicals too, right? All the love chemicals going on, the oxytocin, the dopamine, the serotonin, all that kind of stuff is just flooding you. And literally it's turning heaven, it's making like heaven on earth, like 100%. So I think that if you believe in love, but you believe that you have to love yourself first, I think that can be a beautiful thing. When you love yourself fully, and then you commit yourself to a relationship, and then share something very divine, something very beautiful. I think that there is no naivety in that, but there's naivety in expecting someone else to make you happy, because you're going to be heartbroken. Well, especially, even he said this, he's like, I wrote this song when I was away, I was in the recording studio away from my wife. I felt very alone, and then this song came to me. There you go. He felt very lonely. He didn't feel loved. He didn't feel like he could cultivate this feeling by himself. So he had to conjure up kind of love to make himself feel like, yeah, this, it was like, okay, as long as you're in my life, I'm happy. Without you, I'm miserable. And it's like, essentially, you have to get to the point where you love your life, you're happy by yourself, and then the other person is a bonus. It's the icing on top of the cake, right? And yeah, this is kind of piecing together now seeing the circumstances around where this song was written, that he was 22, 23 years old, and this was coming out of him. But I do think it's very beautiful. I would love to hear stuff like this from a non-codependent relationship, from a secure relationship. That's beautiful. Because the thing is, yeah, that's the other part of this. It's like, to have a relationship like this, but be, have independence, is you have to love yourself and then be willing to receive love too. Because a lot of people, they might be, love themselves. Actually, generally speaking, no, but for the sake of the argument, let's just say this, that if you love yourself fully, they love themselves fully, but you're still afraid of, giving love fully and receiving love fully, you won't have this. You'll have a fractured relationship, one that you're not fully giving yourself to another person. And I think where this, naivety turns to realism, where this can actually be real, is when you love yourself, they love themselves, and you come together and you love each other just as much as you love yourself. You share that love fully, madly and deeply, right? And I think that's a beautiful relationship. When you just share fully, you just open your heart fully, in intimacy and love and friendship, all of those things. You just fully exchange love. That's beautiful. So anyway, yeah, I don't know if I like this song or To the Moon and Back more. I adore both of them. These were both absolutely incredible. Let me know down below, what is your favorite so far on the record? And yeah, gorgeous. If you enjoyed this reaction, definitely, like I mentioned before, check out the Support Squad first link if you want to check out the full album reaction. So far, this is incredible. And that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely give it a like. If you enjoyed the content, definitely subscribe. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the Discord. And like I mentioned before, if you have any song requests or want to check out the entire full album reaction, yeah, link down below. Up to you as always. And that's it. So I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.